Hi kids, welcome to The Strongest Sandcastle, read aloud storybook.
Leo and Mia loved the sunny beach. I'm going to build the biggest sandcastle, said Leo. No, I am, said Mia, grabbing her bright red pail. Leo piled sand high, high, high. But his tower wobbled, and whoosh! It fell down. Grrr! Leo stomped his foot in the sand. Mia dug a long, wiggly moat for her castle. A sneaky wave came and splash! The moat was gone. Oh no! Mia's lip quivered with sadness. Building alone was not very fun at all. Then, their mom came over with a big, warm smile. Maybe 2 builders are stronger than 1, she suggested. Leo looked at Mia. Mia looked at Leo. Okay, they shouted together and giggled. Leo helped Mia dig a deep, strong moat. Mia helped Leo pack the sand for a sturdy tower. They splashed and laughed, working as a team. Soon, they had the most wonderful sandcastle on the whole beach. It had shell windows and a seaweed flag on top. Leo and Mia knew that kindness was the strongest magic of all.
My Little Blue Truck, Bedtime Storybook by JuztForKids.com.
Eli wakes up and grabs his favorite blue truck. Vroom! Let's roll, he says. Eli drives his blue truck around his cereal bowl. Milk splashes, and Mom giggles. Eli zooms outside with his truck, ready for big adventures in the morning sunshine. Eli drives the truck straight into a big puddle. Splash! Now both of them are muddy. Eli fills a bucket and gives his truck a bubble bath. Scrub! A dub! Shiny blue again! With his shovel, Eli builds a dirt road for his truck. It winds between rocks and dinosaurs. The blue truck tries to cross Eli's block bridge, but crash! It tumbles down, and Eli laughs. Eli ties a string to his truck and rescues it. You are safe now, little buddy. Eli and Mom have a picnic in the park. The blue truck drives right across the blanket. Other kids bring their cars too. Red, yellow, and green ones. Soon, they're racing all over. They line up their cars at the top of the slide. Ready, set, go. The blue truck zooms fastest. The blue truck gets stuck in the sandbox. Eli digs and digs to free it. You can do it! Eli and his friends make a silly club. Everyone splashes their cars through puddles. It starts to drizzle. So Eli builds a cardboard city and drives his truck through traffic. Dad helps Eli use a screwdriver to repair the truck's wheel. Mechanic Eli saves the day. At bedtime, Eli tucks his blue truck beside his pillow and reads it a bedtime story. That night, Eli dreams of being a real race car driver with his blue truck beside him. When Eli wakes up, his truck is shiny again. Maybe it went on its own nighttime adventure. Eli proudly takes his blue truck to school and tells everyone, "It's my best friend. When you love something, you take care of it, and it always brings you joy." Eli smiles.
On the First Day of Kindergarten, Bedtime Storybook by JuztForKids.com.
On my first day of kindergarten, I rode the big yellow bus to school. In my class, I made lots and lots of new friends. With counting blocks, we learned how to count all the way up to 10. I also learned how to color inside the lines. During recess, we had a super fast race in the big yard. I pretend to know how to play and sing the words of a happy song. My day was so amazing. I went down the super tall slide in the playground. I painted a big picture with my favorite color. During circle time, I shared a funny story. At the lunch table, we all laughed so hard. I even shared my yummy snacks with my friends. We learned how to jump with a jump rope. Boing! Then we all played a fun game of catch. We went on a cool field trip with our class. During the afternoon break, we watched a learning video about washing hands. On the playground, I swung the highest of all. Our teacher taught us all of the ABCs. We learned how to make colorful paper kites that could fly. After playing, it was time for a cozy nap. Then, I waited for my mom to pick me up. I love school.
Tim, Going to the Farm, a fun bedtime storybook.
Tim wakes up early, packs his backpack, and puts on his farmer hat. I am ready for the farm. Tim bounces up and down in the car with his mom and dad. Are we there yet? He giggles. Tim waved goodbye to his parents as he was ready and excited to meet some new friends. Tim scatters feed and laughs as the chickens cluck and flap around him. So many feathers! He carefully picks eggs from a cozy nest. They're warm, he whispers, eyes wide with wonder. Farmer Joe shows Tim how to milk Daisy the cow. Squeeze gently, says Farmer Joe. Splat! Milk everywhere! Tim tosses food to the pigs, but one snorts and splashes muddy water all over his boots. Tim counts the sheep jumping over a little fence. 1, 2, 3. Wait, did that one jump twice? A silly goat grabs Tim's hat and runs off. Come back with my hat! Tim laughs while chasing it. Tim strokes a big brown horse and feeds it carrots. He likes me! Farmer Joe shows Tim rows of corn, tomatoes, and pumpkins. These are the foods we eat. Tim climbs onto a big green tractor and pretends to drive. Vroom! I am Farmer Tim. Tim and his parents sit under a tree and enjoy sandwiches and lemonade. The sheep peek over curiously. Tim jumps into a pile of hay with a big wee and pops up with straw in his hair. He helps water the flowers and accidentally sprays Farmer Joe with the hose. Oops! Tim cuddles a baby chick, a lamb, and a tiny kitten. They're so soft and tickly. A line of ducks waddles by in a row. Tim quacks and waddles, and they follow behind him, making everyone laugh. The sky turns orange and pink. Tim waves goodbye to all the animals. Bye! 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 Farm friends! Tim yawns in the car, clutching a little stuffed cow he got from Farmer Joe. That night, Tim dreams of being a farmer with his own animals and tractor. I'll visit again soon.
Tim and the Boring Winter Months, a fun bedtime storybook.
Tim wakes up, peeks out the frosty window, and sighs. Another boring winter day. Mom makes fluffy snowman pancakes. Tim tries to flip one, and it lands on the floor. Splat! Tim can't find his mittens. He looks everywhere. Even in the fishbowl, he builds a huge snow monster with button eyes and a banana smile. Tim sets up tin cans for snowball practice. One hits the mailbox. Boing! He zooms down an icy slide yelling, "Wee!" landing in a snowbank like a burrito. Back inside, Tim tries to make hot cocoa, but uses salt instead of sugar. Yuck! Tim builds the biggest blanket fort ever with fairy lights and his penguin, Mr. Waddle. Inside, Tim pretends he's an Arctic explorer, making penguin noises. Tim and Dad watch cartoons. Tim laughs so hard, Coco squirts out his nose. Tim and Mom go outside to make snow angels. Tim's looks like a dancing chicken. Tim and his dog, Buddy, race down the hill. Buddy wins and steals Tim's hat. Tim blows bubbles into the icy air. They freeze like tiny glass marbles. Ooh, magic! Inside, Tim makes paper snowflakes and gets glitter everywhere, even on his hair. He helps bake cookies but forgets the timer. The smoke alarm sings loudly. Tim builds an indoor racetrack. He zooms through yelling, "I am a snowmobile!" The neighbors invite Tim to help build a giant snow fort for everyone. That night, they roast marshmallows by the fire. Tim catches fire. Fireball! He laughs. Tim cuddles under his blanket. Buddy snuggled close. He whispers, "Winter's not boring after all." He wakes up to sunshine. "Wait, spring is coming!" "But I was just having fun."
Tim learns how to ride a bike. A fun bedtime storybooks.
"It's all yours, buddy," says Dad. Tim can't stop smiling. Tim puts on his helmet, hops on the bike, and falls over right away. The grass catches him. Oof. Mom adds training wheels. "Now you are ready." Tim zooms off in circles yelling, "Don't let go, Dad," says Tim. Dad laughs. "I already did." Tim panics and falls into a bush. Mom puts on a superhero band. "Aid. Every good rider has a few scrapes," she says. Tim stands tall. "Then I must be a pro." Tim and his friends decorate their bikes with streamers and balloons. The street turns into a colorful, wobbly parade. Tim goes down a little hill too fast. Ayaha! He crashes into a pile of soft leaves. "Best landing ever!" He giggles. Dad teaches him to squeeze the brakes gently. Tim tries and accidentally flips over the handlebars. "Too much brake!" He laughs. They sit under a tree eating popsicles. Tim drips all over his handlebars, making them sticky. "Extra grip," he says proudly. His friend Lily races him to the park. "First one to the slide wins!" Tim pedals hard and almost beats her. He turns too sharp and ends up in the flower bed. "Oops! Sorry, daisies." Grandpa teaches Tim to balance using one foot. Tim pretends he's a circus performer. "Look at me, the great Tim on wheels." Grandpa visits and tells Tim how he learned on a wooden bike. "No brakes, no helmet," says Grandpa. "No way," laughs Tim. Tim rides in the wind, his helmet strap flapping, hair whooshing. "I feel like I am flying," he shouts. Mom sets up a line of cones to ride through. Tim said, "This is the best setup for a wobbly rider." Tim's dog Buddy runs beside him, barking excitedly. They ride together until Buddy steals his glove and runs away. "Hey! That's not a toy!" Dad takes off the training wheels. "I can do this," says Tim. Deep breath. Push pedal. And he's riding. He rides too far, tips over, and lands softly on the grass. "That's okay," says Tim. "Every superhero falls sometimes." Everyone cheers as Tim rides all around the block with no help. "Look! No hands!" he yells, then quickly grabs the handlebars again.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.